Hi, how are you? Welcome back to Morrigan's Cottage, or welcome to if this is the first video that you're seeing. My name is Aisling and I own the cottage and the little bit of land that's going to be in today's video, and that's in the videos that are already uploaded. Just a quick thank you to anyone who's watched some of the other videos and left comments and some advice. It is very much appreciated because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm born and raised in Dublin, so the land, the cottage, electrics, plumbing, everything like that is kind of out of my realm and my knowledge from working in just an office doing admin. So really appreciate any advice, and thanks for stopping by and watching the video. So in today's video, I thought it would be a good idea to give you a tour of the land that came with the house. The cottage is sitting on just about 3.6 acres, and it is all in a row from the back of the house. So kind of going over towards the side of the house, this area here is what's going to be the entrance driveway. That's what they used it for, the last owners. It's part paved, but it's not in the best condition, so it needs to be cut back, new stones laid and everything like that. But this is where I plan to have my gate and have the side of the cottage. Directly at the back of the cottage, this is the back garden area. So anything up to the fence, the row of trees, you can see my little dog there. This is what I'm going to make the actual back garden. That's where we're going to have our rose bushes and plants and everything like that planted. It's going to be the area that I have any fire pits and patio sets, and when people come over, that's where we'll be hanging out and entertaining and kind of enjoying ourselves. So then following Morrigan down this little path towards the side of what will be the back garden area or the backyard area, kind of leads us out to this little part where the stables are. The previous owners kept horses, so there are 3 stables and then this little kind of shed that's full of rotten wood and things like that. But as you can see, Morrigan is there exploring the first of the 3 stables. There's the second, and then just over to the right of it is the third. And they're quite big, they're in decent enough condition, so eventually if I have animals, that's where they'll be staying. Then coming around to the right of the shed, we're coming into the area here that used to be where the horses run was. They had it all set up, and this is where, I mean, I don't know much about horses, but I believe this is where they used to bring the horses round and ride them and things like that. It's quite overgrown now, and that little area in there surrounded by the trees is actually a pond. Not sure what condition the pond is in at the moment or how big it actually is, so that will need further exploration this summer. But this area here, I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. The plan is to get animals, so this is maybe where I'll have the chickens or the pigs or the goats or whatever I get. But the land itself does further stretch down right to the end where the hedgerows are, so there is a lot of space. So here I'm at roughly the very back of the property. You can see the house all the way up there. It's roughly 3.5 acres away from where I'm standing at the moment, and it's very overgrown. This part of the land I don't think has been used or looked after in a long time, so there's a lot that will need to be cut back here. The land is in like an L shape, so it cuts out over towards the side, and then as you can see, it's quite damp. This is the walk kind of leading back up to the house. And the little fence towards the side is where the neighbour's property starts. All along here the fence is going to have to be replaced. It's kind of falling down. I think it's okay maybe on my neighbour's side, but on my side it's not great. They do keep cattle kind of at different times during the year, and they are planning, from talking to them, they want to get more cattle back onto the land. So this is kind of just the lead up to the house from the very end of the property, and like I said, you can see there's a lot of overgrown bush and just little parts to be taken care of, but I plan to hopefully plant a lot of native Irish trees down here. That's kind of the plan for that part of the land at the moment anyway. So that is pretty much it for the tour of the property. If you have any questions or have any comments or suggestions or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment below. And yeah, thanks so much for checking it out. Have a good rest of your weekend.